Hey guys, welcome back to Genius Learning. So I want to close out this segment, coloring them in and drawing them with marker, just like we did with the spheres. So let's take a look at this one here. All right, if I had already drawn it with pencil, then what I want to do is just outline. I like to kind of outline it first to see what I want to do with the with the shading part. So I'm gonna outline everything, okay? And let's see, this comes out like that. This dotted lines where the shading is, and full lines inside. All right. So here we're just gonna do some dotted lines there. All right. So we can follow the contour lines, or you can kind of like just follow them but not really finish them. So for example, if I go like this to this line, I might do a dotted line for the rest. I go like that, I might do a dotted line for the rest, like this. And so it just gives it more of that added effect that you want for the 3D look. You know, you don't want to finish all the lines and make it look perfect. All right, so something like that. All right, and then for the back part, let's say you want to keep the shading like that. Maybe you just do it a different color and make it pop even more. Okay, something like that. This part and this part might be darker in here. Okay, and here too. So wipe that off. And finally, coordinate system you can do in black or red. I thought red might be a little interesting. You don't have to draw this dotted line here, but I just wanted to show it for the first one. All right, so something like that. All right, so now let's take a look at this one here. So we can do following the lines. This is once you've drawn it already. All right, assuming that you've drawn it already with pencil, and we're just gonna go over it with some highlighter. You can draw the lines, right? Outline it like this. Do some of the ones going down. Okay, I don't want to complete any of the lines, just kind of, you know, touching it everywhere. And then we can also end it with the green, keep the theme, this part in here darker. Okay, and maybe that's it. You know, maybe we just leave it like that. Simple, quick. We got the Z. From here we got the Y coming out of some cutaway piece. And then here we got the X down there. Okay, and let's see. We can do yellow for in here, right? Like that. This part is darker in here, and if you want, you could just outline it like this, right? And that's it. We leave the rest to the marker. We can do just darker lines in here, something like that. Okay, we can outline the outside behind the yellow a little bit. See dotted lines over here. Something here, we gotta shade this. Something quick, something like that. Let's see, and then we got the coordinate system. Okay, like that. I don't know. Okay, and then let's see, we got the fabric here. We wanna maybe outline the dark spots, right? So I just wanna like that, and shade over here for the dark spots, maybe some over here, right? And underneath here, let's say we do a different color for the actual back shading. like the dark spots. So this part darker. Under here, we have this part that's dark. We have here another dark spot. Maybe let's just outline it with the blue since we're shading it with the blue. No solid lines, just broken lines like that. Here we can do some more broken lines and then just shoot in like this with some dark lines at the edges, just like before. Like that. Something like that. All right, and then we have our coordinate system in red just to make it stand out. And this one here went inside here, and then it came out through here. Okay, and then this one also underneath came out through here. All right, and finally, let's take a look at this one. Let's see, let's outline the outside. All right, no full outlining back here, just on the edges, and everywhere else we can fully outline. All right, so let's follow the lines halfway for all of them. All right, like that, and then going inward like this. Okay, so no full lines. And let's see, some of these in here also, just like that. Okay, and then for the shading part, like the dark regions, we can do in a different color. Let's see, what haven't we? Okay, we could just choose yellow. So here's some dark area, here's a dark area. Just kind of scribble it in there. Here's a dark area. And make it a little bit darker right there. A little bit darker towards the inside. And a little bit right there. And that's about it. Okay? And that's it. You can just leave it like that. Okay, we got coordinate system in the back. Alright, so I mean, if you really want to put a little more effort in it, you can outline the left side of this graph. So you got this black here and black there, here, here, and maybe there. Maybe kind of follow it inside just like that, and that's it. Just very, very simple. Just to kind of make it pop more. So for example, this graph here, let's say we wanted to add a little more on the left side, just outline it like that, here, full, and then let it fade that way. That's it. Maybe this curve right here a little bit, kind of like that. And maybe this curve here, something like that. All right, we can do the same for here, just the left side. Okay, and then here, and then this curve downward like that, and then let it out that way, fade out that way. All right, and I guess one more. Okay, fade downward this way. We got this poking up like that, and this corner, that's it. And here we could probably just leave this one by itself, but we can add some shading to it if we don't want to do color. And like that, and this ends like this. Maybe the tip here and the corner over here, and that's it. And just put the coordinate system. Okay, like that. Perfect. All right, very minimalist look. All right, let's say you just had markers. Let's just give like 2 or 3 examples here. Let's say you just had markers and you want to just do one of these hyperbolics. I think the main thing to understand is one of these shapes, how you're gonna do this curve and you're gonna tuck away underneath this shading part, right? And then you're gonna have a fabric. So choose an easy fabric. Let's say I choose one like this, okay? Where I'm gonna do this thing and this thing, right? And curve here. So I'm gonna do it pretty fast just to show you. If I just had a marker, I might do something like this. I might bring it up like that. Do this, like that. And then just kind of follow with lines like this towards the middle. Okay, like that. And then here, shade this and shade this bottom piece, and that's it. Just put my coordinate system, okay, here, and it'll come out through here, like that. Okay, so that could be quick like that, or if you want to outline it, you can just put this on the edge like this, and that's it. Maybe a couple dotted lines there. So you can do that. Or let's see, if I wanted to do this one here quick, right? Let's follow this line, the back line. So let's just learn the outline. So I'm gonna do this, like that. Okay, I'm just gonna follow the outline that I already know. This goes backwards to that one, and here. Okay, so let's do the lines coming out like this. Maybe I messed up on them, but the point is to have the basic outline. Okay, so like this, something like that, here, like that. So now let's go darker and see, in about 30 seconds, right, I can have that graph, right? And if I put a little more time, obviously I could put more detail, but let's just say I want a little bit of detail, not too much. Okay, something like that. Okay, like that. All right, and then I want my coordinate system to end up behind it. That's it. So quick little sketch, and maybe I want to do other things to it, but I don't want to mess it up. So these are just some rough sketches. You see how fast you can do some of these? These are obviously more detailed. You want to put more time into it, but if you could just know the outline, that took 30 seconds or a minute, and you can move on with your problem. So I hope these helped. All right, let me know any other type of hyperbolics you might want to see or other shapes. And thank you for watching.